Everybody has been talking about the very viral strawberry tiramisu. And today we're gonna find out if it's really as good as the hype gets. Because everywhere on Instagram, every single scroll I take, it's the strawberry tiramisu, strawberry tiramisu. And here's my strawberry tiramisu. Many people make different versions of this recipe, but I pick out the most easiest recipe, yet the very most tasteful and very good recipe still, so I can share it to you guys and make this recipe very easy for you guys to follow. For example, many people like to do it with jam, like strawberry jam. Some people like to cut up the strawberries. Some people like to mush up the strawberries. Some people like to blend the strawberries and maybe even do something else with the recipe. But what I decided to do is definitely one of the most very easy versions of this recipe. The most important ingredient for our tiramisu is going to be our Savoiardi cookies. What they're going to do is they're basically going to eat all the moisture and they're going to become like this kind of like cake almost. Very moist, like sponge cake. And you can see all of these cookies in a lot of different tiramisu recipes, even the original classic coffee tiramisu. The other ingredient that we're going to be needing is strawberries. And the strawberries are also going to add a little bit more flavor because we're just going to have cream and just Savoiardi cakes, I believe they're called. And we want to add a little bit more flavor. So what we got are strawberries. The other ingredients are going to be used to make our cream, which will be sugar, milk, and heavy whipping cream. The first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be making our almost whipped cream. That is going to be the filling of the tiramisu cake. So what we're going to need is 200 grams of heavy whipping cream and 50 grams of sugar. You can go more sugar or less sugar, but I think this is the perfect amount. Then you're going to grab your mixer, and what you're going to do is, since we already have our ingredients measured here and put them in different containers, we're going to open this up and we're just going to pour it inside of here. $200 grams of heavy whipping cream and 50 grams of sugar. And I just want to remind you that you need the heavy whipping cream to be pretty cool, not really in the freezer, but in the refrigerator. So that'll be enough to make sure that it has a good consistency when mixing, and it'll be easier and faster to mix. Make sure everything is secure and tight, and turn it on. And a good way to check if your whipping cream is ready is if it doesn't fall, that means it's pure ready. But make sure not to overmix it because then it will turn into butter. And I don't think we would want butter in our tiramisu cake. So what we're gonna do to easily get all of this off our mixer thing is I was twisting it the wrong way. And close this, put it back, and now we have our whipping cream. This is, I think, how whipped cream is actually made. Although whipped cream is more like, I don't know how to describe it. Either way, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna grab Savoiardi. I don't know how to pronounce things correctly. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip about 3 of them at a time. So while we're taking out one of them, the others will be ready to go. But also, make sure not to keep them in there for too long because they soak up really easily and they get really soft and might break. For about 10 seconds. Put them in. They get soft really easily. You don't expect it, and you're just twisting them around, and they just randomly turn really soft. Yeah, and this one is an outcast. We don't need that one. Next, we're gonna grab our cream, and we're gonna take a good amount, and we're gonna put it about in the middle so we can smooth it all out. And we're gonna put another spoonful. And it's gonna be very easy to mix, to turn the turn the tray instead of the spoon because you don't wanna go like this. And now we're gonna put a layer of strawberries in between also. The first 3 layers are done, and we're gonna copy the first 3 layers and put them back up again. So that means first we're gonna put the Savoiardi cookies, then we're gonna put the cream, and then we're gonna put the strawberries on top again. And that should fill your tray up pretty much completely. And now that we're done and we're finished making our pretty much 6 layers, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this tiramisu, strawberry tiramisu cake into our fridge. So, Michael Jackson. And we're gonna open the fridge and we're gonna put this in for about 1 hour so it just gets a little more cooler and it's not just a warm tiramisu cake. Although some people do like that. All right, now that this is finished and we got it out of the refrigerator for after about 1 hour, now what we're gonna do is eat it. But before we do that, I wanna remind you guys to definitely subscribe, like, comment, and turn on that notification button, because it helps us out a lot because we really want to continue making these videos to make sure you guys get your really cool and easy recipes. I could see a little strawberry there and I could see a strawberry hanging over here. And I love strawberry, so how about I try this? The thing is, the really weird yet cool thing about this is that it tastes like a real tiramisu. And not that like we tried to make, but like the tiramisu part of it is that it actually kind of tastes like coffee. Wait, let me get another bite. I think the sweetness of the cream and maybe that like sugary frosting above the cookies made it taste almost like coffee. And that's really surprising, yet really good. I'll see you guys later. Bye!